it up for Q&A before we transition to the town hall. Any questions? Yes, sir.
Hi, my name is Alan Shea with Our Society TV. I'm a product of Altadena. Trevor is actually I call him my younger brother growing up. I was wondering if you, Mr. Crump, and your illustrious team can tell the community how important it is to get the right representatives.
Well, thank you. Obviously, we think that you need advocates. It ain't gonna be easy, Al. It is not gonna be easy. Ann can tell you from personal experience. Mr. Shea, what happens is they wanna test your perseverance. They wanna see if you got the will to wanna fight for what is your birthright, what your parents left you. Because, you know, we know the legacy of Black Wall Street when it burnt. What many people don't realize, the very next month, you had these white developers come in and just take the land and develop it. It's not lost on anybody that land in Los Angeles is some of the most valuable real estate on planet Earth. And the fact that you got the Olympics coming, and I mean, it's gonna be this all-out attack on trying to get your land. And so what we wanna do every day is give you the information that you need to stave off the vultures, to make sure you're engaged, to make sure you're educated, and make sure you're empowered. That's what it's about, empowering our community to be able to withstand the onslaught. And we're gonna get real technical here in a minute, but that's what it's about, making sure you don't lose because you did not know. And having the right advocates matter. People who care, people who you seen fight battles for our community. Before I turn it over to Ann to probably get more technical things, I just believe that it is about raising the value of our Black lives and our Black life experiences. Because right now, more than ever, they're trying to marginalize us and say we don't matter. I mean, we gotta say, if nobody else said, that we are unapologetic defenders of Black life, Black liberty, and Black humanity. Things that we know are coming.
Yeah, I think I can help answer that question. So, when you're looking for representation, I think it's important that it's not just about your case and about a dollar value on the beautiful things you lost or the loss of life that we can't put a value on, but we will try. But it's about a commitment from your legal team to this community that we will be here after the case is over. We'll be in Sacramento, we'll be in DC, we'll be wherever this takes us to be sure that you are heard, that the laws are passed to protect gouging contractors, to protect people, unsolicited requests to buy your land. All the things that you're afraid of right now, to clear the land, to be sure it's safe to occupy again. We're gonna be on the front line, not just in the courtroom, but in the legislature and in the hearing rooms to be sure what this community needs goes on after the cases are over. And as those promises are made in law to protect that ridge and the next ridge with a tower on it from this happening again. We have the skills to do it. When I lecture about this, I say, if you don't like the law or the law has hurt you, find lawyers that will change it. And that's what we're doing. Talking to your legislators, talking to your chief legal officer, Attorney General Rob Bonta, talking to Governor Newsom's office to be sure you'll be heard. And the whole state needs to be protected from this happening again, but it's gonna start right here. And that's a commitment that you want from any professional that represents you in any way. And that's our commitment.
Yeah. And Attorney Andrews, can you, because I know we've talked a lot strategy. Alan, what she said about making sure the land is clean and so forth, that becomes important, that it's done in a timely manner so people can see that they can start to rebuild and so forth. Can you share about that?
Well, so demolishing the skeletons of what's left on the land, right? The things that melted in your homes where you occupied through so many years in the community, that melts into the home, we have to scrape the land. And that will be done by a series of contractors that the state will bring in with the proper testing of the soils, of the air, and the water to be sure that you come back to your community safe and in an environmentally protected way so you can reoccupy the land. That's first and foremost. We have a commitment from the governor's office to do that in a very, very accelerated fashion compared to other fires where we've waited and pleaded in island states in Hawaii. That's impossible to try to service a huge, to try to service a population on the island. We have the resources here. And the governor's promised them, dedicated the resources to them this morning in the $2.5 billion bill. And you're going to see us constantly updating you in these meetings and in other kinds of forums where we're telling you what is going to happen and how fast it's going to happen. And we're here to be sure it does happen. Stay in this community. Have your friends stay here. Have your business owners stay here. We promise you it will be rebuilt. And it will be, I can't find the words to explain what it will look like, but I know you will, and the community will have a huge impact on what it looks like and how it feels. And all of these great leaders and lawyers and survivors of these fires will be here and part of this dialogue to be sure it's the way you want it as a community. No developers, no carpetbaggers, no people coming to this community to take things because people are afraid they can't afford to stay here. We'll get you the resources, and that's what you need from representation. People who will do real things for real people.
Yeah, and we would definitely fight for the resources. It is very important. She was talking about those things that we have to do for the land to get you back. I can't overstate the insurance claims. You pay your premium every month and how they're going to try not to honor the claims and so forth. That's going to be important. So we have representatives like Kim and Thurgood, Earl, who are going to be working with you, our paralegals. We have a whole team of people that you can call one-on-one and try to help fill out those forms because it's important. I know you're going to hear from the FEMA representatives, Attorney Moore, been talking to them because that's another immediate help to help you. And experts to be able to show the cause and find the negligence to the loss of life and the loss of property. We're invested in this battle. And that's one of the things you can know if you got the right advocates, people who have invested in it. They have put not just their money, their time, but their energy into making sure that you have somebody on the front line who ain't scared to fight. A lot of times people are just scared to fight Goliath. Well, we Davids are used to fighting the Goliath. So come on down.